I think I James Brown, cause when the bitches hear this, they're gonna be like, wow. On smoking gas, living fast, wearing velvet. Can you take a 4 or 5 to the pelvis? Plenty money going around, I'm not selfish. And the ladies love me, Elvis. Smoking gas, living fast, wearing velvet. Can you take a 4 or 5 to the pelvis? Plenty money going around, I'm not selfish. And the ladies love me, Elvis. Nasty, very, very, very fucking nasty. Come on my body, everything about me classy. Zannies is a probably got me sweating like a track meet. Pop a Viking dinner, then I put one in the ass. You a bad bitch, how you do your dance? Many lives, made me several bands. You a catfish, not like Instagram. When I hit stage, she was in a trance. I was in a rush, that phone, no time to conversate. I'm hustling off an addy pill that I just busted quietly. And I would cut a bitch out if she ever try to find me. And I would bet you top dollar you ain't getting as high as me and fly me. 3 grands or 4 grands or 5 grands or both one. Tap in or tap out, my nigga, let's do.
Hey yo, what's going on, you sexy ass motherfuckers? It's me, I'm back at it again with motherfucking part 5 to where the Deku had the flash powers. Before that, let me get into why I was here. I've been doing a lot of other things. School's being a bitch. I've been talking to people. Family shit came up. A lot of shit came up. My bad. Hopefully you can forgive me, but yeah. So yeah, basically that's all I had to say. So let's get into motherfucking part 5 to where the Deku had the Flash's fucking powers. Alright, so quick recap. Last part, Deku's father has just been murdered by Zoom. Deku was revealed to have something called the Speed Force. He was also revealed knowledge about the multiverse existing. So he learns that, now he knows where the source of his power comes from. And we'll cut back to what just occurred last episode. So Deku has just passed out from getting ruthlessly beaten by Zoom. Mei, Bakugo, and All Might run towards him, trying to help him. Kendo also. Now, everyone in the stadium, they're frozen stiff. They aren't moving at all. They are too scared. The actions that have just occurred have frightened them to the bone. They don't know what to think. Was what Izuku Midoriya did selfless or selfish? Who knows? They can't know what's running through his mind right now, as they just see his body just basically lifeless in front of them. The man who basically made the ultimate sacrifice just so they could live a little while longer, just so that they could live for maybe a couple more seconds, a couple more months, years, decades. And they look at him and they're indifferent. As you already know, they were broadcasting the sports festival, so even the world knows what's happened, what Izuku did, what the heroes did not, the inactions of the heroes and of Izuku cost a lot. So the doctors, the nurses, the policemen, they come out, they ask people to evacuate, but not a lot of them are moving. Some of them move, some of them don't. A lot of them don't, actually. The ones who have been able to recover, they've been shocked to the core. The ones who aren't recovered yet, they lost. So now that we've done that, Izuku is being taken to Flash Industries. Now let me explain how Flash Industries is taking this. After 30 minutes of driving there, Flash Industries has taken a big win, but a huge loss. Their profits have grown. Their stocks are being bought by people around the world. But that doesn't outweigh the loss that they just had, a blow that was just dealt to them, losing their boss. And now Izuku wasn't just a man who only talked to the people higher up. No, 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 no. He had the speed and the ability to talk to almost everyone who works for him, and that's what he did. In his free time, he would talk to everyone he could, building a relationship and talking to his workers, building a type of friendship that not a lot of people get in the type of work industry. And they love him. Now they feel bad that his mom is dead. They just figured that out. His father is now dead. They don't know what to think. They want him to get better as fast as possible, at least. But they don't know what they're going to say to him when he wakes up. But now that we're over with explaining how everyone else feels, let's go back to what Izuku's seeing. As Izuku just wakes up, he's in a place that's not the ground, that's not a hospital. Nah, he's in a place where it's all lightning. Purple, blue, red, yellow, white, different shades and colors of lightning, all coursing around him freely. As someone calls out to him, Izuku, Izuku Midoriya. As Deku turns around, he says, "Who said that?" But as soon as that happens, he gets all the memories that he just witnessed earlier before he passed out flood right back into his mind. As he stops and he drops to his knees, even in an empty space, basically. He's broken. He doesn't know what to do, so he just starts crying. As the Speed Force is just there, looking upon the form of Izuku Midoriya, the creator of the Speed Force. It finally decides to reveal itself as it repeats itself. Izuku, Izuku Midoriya, it's us. It's the Speed Force. As Izuku looks up and he says, the Speed Force? So, you exist, huh? As the Speed Force replies with a yes, we do. As it takes the form of his father, Hisashi. As Deku screams, "Why? Why did you take the form of my father? Are you trying to mock me?" As the Speed Force replies, "No, we're not. We're just taking a form that you recognize a lot. And we chose this one. We've seen what happened. We're sorry. But don't even try." As Deku replies, "What do you mean, don't even try?" As the Speed Force responds, "Don't even try to do what you think you can do. Don't go through the timeline and change it." As Izuku yells out, "Why? Will it really affect this world that much to bring back one person who was taken away from me prematurely before I had even any time to spend with him?" As the Speed Force replies, "Yes, it'll change a lot more things than you know. People that you love now will end up dying because you decided to bring back your father because you were acting selfish." As Izuku replies, "You don't know anything. You don't know what it feels like to have these emotions. You're not a person. You're a thing. Something that exists, but yet has a consciousness." As the Speed Force replies, "Yes, we know." but we're also telling you to keep a level-headed mind. As Izuku says, but how? How am I supposed to keep a level-headed mind when I just had my father taken away from me? When I got my ass beat so fucking hard, I wasn't able to do shit. As it says, because we're dying. That's when Izuku hears that. He stops and he calms down. As he says, wait, what do you mean? What do you mean you're dying? How can you die? You exist outside the universe. As the Speed Force replies, it's Zoom. His negative Speed Force is becoming like a cancer to us. And each and every day, more and more of the Speed Force is dying. You see, that's why you've been getting slower, but you haven't noticed it just yet. We need you to kill Zoom. Destroy the negative Speed Force. And keep us alive. But first, to do that, to even gain more speed, we need you to give up the thing that you call a quirk. As Izuku says, why? Why should I give that up also? Do I just have to give up everything? As the Speed Force replies, no. The quirk that you have is fighting for dominance in your body. The Speed Force is fighting it, yet there is no clear winner. We need you to give up one for all, as you call it, so that you can gain more speed to have the ability to even try and combat the man you name Zoom. As Izuku replies, but what do I need to kill him? I can't do that. I'm sorry, I just can't kill him. Did you not see me not having the balls to fucking kill this man? To end him where he stood? I didn't have the courage to do it. To end the life of the man who took my father, my mother, who took everything from me. And as the Speed Force replies, yes, you'll have the courage within due time. But we need you to do this first. We need you to get over and mourn while you have the time. Because right now you're in a coma. We need you to learn what the Speed Force allows you to do and be able to come faster, even while not moving and training. As Izuku says, what do you mean, coma? How do you know that? As the Speed Force replies, we know everything. We exist outside the multiverse. As Izuku says, how long am I going to be in this coma? As the Speed Force replies, a week. Enough time. As Izuku says, what do you mean enough time? That'll only be 7 days. This ain't giving me enough time to mourn. Are you an idiot? As it replies, no. 1 day outside is 2 weeks inside. So in reality, you'll be spending 14 weeks to mourn and to learn new techniques, new skills that you can add to your arsenal to take down Zoom. And we begin now, Izuku Midoriya. As now, we cut back to the outside. It's a day later, and still no sign of waking up. And so, they keep trying to see when he has the most likely chance to wake up. As people around the world are constantly criticizing Izuku Midoriya, saying he should have done this, he should have done that, without knowing what he's been through, without being in his shoes. As another day passes, as the students return to school, even after everything that happened, they need to return to school. They can't keep missing any more days. As this is the day that they pick names. Everyone has the same name. Bakugo has Dynamite, as that was his hero name in the manga. And Izuku's name, it isn't gonna be Deku. Izuku's gonna give them the name that he wants to be named, or like the hero name. And he says it's the god of speed, Savitar. As a lot of people are confused, the god of speed, who's Savitar? As he explains it, why he wants it. He wants to be the fastest man alive. He wants to be there to save everyone, not just one person, not just the minority or the majority. He wants to save everyone. That's why he wants to call himself the god of speed, Savitar. And that's what they choose. They say, okay then, we'll respect this decision even though he's not here with us right now. As they all nod, as that happens, now it's internship time the next day. As Izuku would not be going to an internship, obviously. Every other internship would be the same except the Bakugo. I will say he will get a recommendation from Best Genius, but he will not have to reform like he did in the anime. So I'd say he'd be getting an internship from Hawks, as Hawks helps him improve on many things. But we cut to the Hosu incident. The Nomu attack, and Gran Torino isn't there. Endeavor Todoroki is there. Especially after what happened, he wants to spend more time with his father, build the connection that he never had. Because even then, he's still his father, and he can lose him at any moment, at any time, at any place, whenever. So now they're starting to build a relationship. As Ida's brother does not get injured, but I'm gonna say Ida still finds the hero native, as I'm gonna say he took a shortcut. Because the same argument or conversation that Shigaraki had with Stain still occurs. So Shigaraki still throws a hissy fit, and Stain goes out searching for quote unquote heroes, as he says. As Ida finds Stain, and everything goes to the same as canon up until where Deku arrives. Because in this what if, Deku doesn't arrive. No, Ida gets paralyzed. He's gone. He's done. His hero career that he wished that he had in mind, that he was gonna accomplish, he can't reach anymore. He's paralyzed. I'd say Stain kills the hero native. Ida's just there. And after a couple of minutes, no, not even minutes, maybe a couple of hours, he's just bleeding out. Still not enough to where he died, but he is paralyzed. As finally someone arrives and they see him in the worst possible condition, and they take him to a hospital. They take him to Flash Industries, actually. And even they say they can't do anything. Not even with all the advanced medical technology that they have not released yet, as it's not a finished product. But Yeah, Ida's done dirty in this what if. I'm gonna say Shoto doesn't go because the only reason Shoto went was because Deku sent the location. Shigaraki would actually have more of his 5 minutes of fame, right? Or his 5 seconds of fame. Rather than having, only like a day or two until Stain got put up. Stain is still sent to jail, and Shigaraki gets his fame. Now, Ida is hospitalized, and Todoroki is basically not. So Todoroki wouldn't be there, only Ida would be, and he would still get to talk with the police. As that all happens, that goes down, and now we cut to about a couple of days afterwards, a week now, as Izuku finally emerges from his coma. As he wakes up and he doesn't scream. He's fine, perfectly fine actually. He wakes up like he's done, like he's not mourning anymore. He's not even crying. He doesn't scream out father, or he doesn't scream out Zoom. As the people in the room scream with fear and happiness. Their boss is now open. Their boss is now awoken. He's up. As they call the Bakugos immediately. They call Mei immediately. They call Kendo too. As it takes them a while to arrive, they get there. 20 to 30 minutes in. As Izuku has gotten time to adjust again to moving in his body. Relatively quickly. As they arrive, they all run up and hug Izuku, telling him it's fine, it's okay. We're still here for you. As Izuku says, it's fine. I'm alright. As Bakugo says, no you're not. You need time to mourn, Izuku. You can't go like this. As Izuku says, no, I'm fine. I've had time to mourn. As they're all wondering, wait, what do you mean? How? You were in a coma for a week. As Izuku replies, yes, I was in a coma for a week, but what Zoom said is true. I have something called the Speed Force and it exists. I spent 14 weeks in there, giving me enough time to mourn, to train, and to think about things. And I enjoyed every second of it. Finally being able to cry after many years of not being able to cry like this for a very long time. But now I'm determined. I'm determined to find Zoom and take him down. But not just that, I need to kill him. As when they hear him say kill, they're taken aback. As Bakugo replies, wait, what do you mean kill? Aren't you trying to be a hero, Izuku? You can't go down this path. As Izuku says, it's not a matter of choice. I have to. Not just for the sake of this world, but for the sake of the multiverse. Zoom's negative speed force is a virus. It's killing the speed force slowly but surely. I need to stop him. As he says, I have to kill him. Either by my hands or by some other way, I need to kill him. The balance of not just this world, but many others. The balance of the multiverse hangs just in his life. I need to end him. As they all look at him, kind of like he's crazy. And Mitsuki says, Izuku, are you alright? Are you sure you're alright? As Izuku says, yes, I'm fine. Just give me some time. What have they been saying about me for the past week? As May finally speaks up, she says, they've been indifferent. They don't know what to think about you. Whether to praise you, whether to criticize your inactions, they don't know. People are either supporting you, hating you, or are neutral. The company has flourished in your absence, but something fell off, and it's because you weren't here. But now you are. Hopefully this doesn't get to your head, Izuku. I know, I can tell it's tough. So please, just come to us if you need help, okay? As Izuku nods and he says, I know. I know. Well, it's time to go out for the first time in a week, huh? As he cracks a smile and he walks out. And that's where I'm gonna end this part. I know it's really, really short, but I need to rewatch the anime. Remember a couple of scenes and shit. Um, Also, I'm gonna think about what's gonna happen in the final exam, and then what's gonna happen all after that. So yeah, hopefully you enjoyed this part. It was really fucking short compared to my other parts. Hopefully it was over 30 minutes, but yeah, hopefully you liked it, and if you did, and you're new somehow and you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. But other than that, I'm gonna catch y'all sexy ass motherfuckers later.